In 5, 4, 3, 2. 1. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to a little thing that we call the Cipher 360. I am your host, Marcus the Kidd Warren. With me is my man, Muff. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm excellent, man, because you know what? Like we always do about this time.
Anyway.
Listen, guys, this is our year-end show.
Yes.
We a little early this year.
Yes, on time.
On time with it. Now, I wasn't on time.
Oh, that's a whole different story. Because I can set a whole story up
man.
for you, man.
Yo, listen, dude. Okay, let's get to it. Anyways. Hey, listen, end of the year show.
Yes, sir.
I like the product that came out in 2012.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just really looking forward to letting you guys know exactly what the Cipher crew thinks as far as what was dope and what wasn't. Well, we're not even going to go into what wasn't dope because we're going to stay positive. We're going to talk about what was the best of 2012 and give you what we think was the absolute best of the best.
Yes, sir.
At that point, all right? So, really, without further ado, how can they reach us before we even get into it?
They can get a hold of us on our Gmail account. We are kiddmuff44@gmail.com. You can also hit us up on Twitter. We are also kiddmuff44. That's KIDDANDMUFF 44, also on Twitter. You can also hit us up on our Facebook page. Be our friend because we're lonely. We are the Cipher Crew. That's
yes,
CIPHERCREW on Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook. That's that thing
that y'all
had the IPO and didn't go as well. And,
yes, all that waste of time,
whatever the hell, and
all
they
that
trying
stuff
to get right and worry about their operations, whether they're going to go to Android. Okay,
yeah, we got a lot to get into today, so why don't we just jump into it?
Let's jump into it, man. First category.
First category is producer of the year of 2012.
Yes,
Who
sir.
was the hottest producer out there?
Hottest producer. Nominees, dude.
The nominees are my man Alchemist.
Guys. Alchemist did in 2012 what Stack Selected basically did in 2011.
Good
And
observation.
put out a lot of freaking product, but he didn't just put out product for the sake of putting out product. This dude put out quality product, straight up.
Sir.
So, Alchemist definitely deserves to be nominated.
Mm-hmm.
And the funny thing about Alchemist, as far as I'm concerned, I was one of those guys that and I mentioned this before in one of our other shows, that Alchemist was one of the producers for Mobb Deep back in the day. And I always thought that Havoc was a better producer for Mobb Deep than Alchemist was. But to me, Alchemist absolutely got so much better later on, and later on in this decade, past the millennium, during the millennium. He definitely deserves to get credit for that. I'm a big fan of his production.
As I am.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, our next nominee for producer of the year, your man Apollo Brown.
Apollo Brown. Look, man, I was on Apollo Brown for a minute. If you guys like that nice, soulful production, your man's going to give it to you straight up. And he's actually nominated too for Album of the Year. In addition, we're going to go into it in a little bit. But Apollo Brown, one of the better producers. He reminds me a lot of Ninth Wonder with his production style.
Okay.
But I'm a big fan of Apollo Brown, straight up.
Okay. Last but not least, we have the Ninth Wonder.
Ninth Wonder always going to get nominated on some level because he puts out a lot of product too.
Yes, sir.
And even though he didn't do great in my opinion with the Solution, including him and Buckshot,
mm-hmm.
but his other work with Murs,
mm-hmm.
His other work with Rhapsody,
mm-hmm.
and everybody in his clique, great job.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so who wins?
Well, we're gonna do it a little bit different. Usually we'll go we're very focused on one producer, or it might be the same producer, but we decided to do it a little bit different just to add a little bit to the discussion. Okay. I'm going to give mine, or if you want to give yours, I can give mine, or I can give mine, you can give yours. How you want to do this?
Well, I'll give mine. You can go in and see whether it matches, but...
Okay, let's see. Match game. All right, let's see. I like this. This is exciting. Who do you think? Come on.
My producer of the year, Alchemist, man.
Alchemist!
Killed the game. Gang Green with him and No No. And Rock Marciano, I believe, is in that. It was, we just got finished talking about the Gang Green album that was produced or co-produced, with Alchemist. The Gang Green album is so dope. So you listen to it, it's dope, but you gotta back up off of it.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta go back and say, this is dope, but let me leave this for a minute because I don't really understand what it is in here.
Yes,
That's
sir.
the Gang Green album.
Mm-hmm.
The album with Genesis from oh my God, I'm having a brain fart.
It's okay.
At any rate, Alchemist, Domo Genius, great album. Alchemist and Action Bronson, oh my God, OMG, straight up, Rare Chandeliers. Another nominee you're going to find out for Album of the Year. I mean, put in mad work, and it's quality work. I love his production style. It's dark. I love that part about him. He's just incredibly dope. That's my producer of the year.
This is going to be easy because you know what? Alchemist is also my producer of the year.
Alchemist.
And pretty much, basically for the same reason that you said.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a very dark producer, and I mean, pretty much, vodka and ayahuasca.
He's
That's all
dark,
I'm
but
gonna
he's a
say.
white guy.
That's all you gotta say. You want to know why Alchemist is the producer of the year is because just put on vodka and ayahuasca. That's all I gotta say.
Yo, man, speaking of production, man, I think this is the second year in a row for the Cipher crew, man. My Caucasian brothers is killing the production game. You had Static Select in 2011.
Static Select.
Alchemist. Alchemist this year.
You know that.
Brothers, y'all better step your game up. Takeover, man.
The Dynasty, son.
Because if Eminem get what freaking Alchemist, game over.
Really?
Game over.
You think that's a good match?
Hell yeah, I think it's a good match.
Okay.
Eminem, Alchemist, that
I'm just
production.
asking.
Woo!
I'm just asking. Alchemist is.
Telling y'all better hook up.
It's grimy. It's dirty. It's just so gutter. You know what I'm saying? And that album, even though it came out early this year, I think in January 24th of 2011, just made our cut. But it's one of the dopest albums of the year. And that's why I'm saying Alchemist is the producer of the year. Now let's move on.
Let's move on, man.
To the Lyricist of 2012.
All right now.
The nominees are Justin Bieber. Just joking. Anyway.
Oh, Justin got lyrics.
Yo, Justin just got game. You know, why is everybody hating on Justin Bieber? I mean, I don't listen to him.
You call a girl baby and say that lyrical.
I don't know. I mean, I don't listen to his music. I'm not a prepubescent teen, but
bullshit.
But you know, I don't see why all the hate for the dude. But anyway, number one, my man Kendrick Lamar.
Hey man, Kendrick Lamar, man. Dope lyricist. One of the things that Kendrick Lamar does that I love, and he does as well as Biggie did back in the day.
Okay.
Lyrically, he paints a picture.
Yes, he
I
does.
love that about him, man. So, you know, you could take something audio and make it visual.
Okay.
And that's his number one asset as a lyricist, man. Great music, but as far as his lyrics are concerned, the way he paints pictures are absolutely insane to me.
Right, yeah, he did a great job with his album this year.
Yep.
Good Kid, Mad City. Excellent, like you just said, I mean, he paints a beautiful picture.
Right.
Now, moving on to our second nominee for Lyricist of the Year is Lupe Fiasco.
Lupe Fiasco. Sometimes Lupe is a fiasco.
Yes, he is.
You know, but gosh darn it, if that dude don't have lyrics at times, man, that's another dude. I mean, he's like one of those guys who, him being a great lyricist is a given. And Lupe is really kind of off the hook, man, lyrically, you know? I mean, he paints pictures, just the things he says, he's provocative.
Okay.
He's provocative as a lyricist. That's the best way I can describe Lupe Fiasco. Listen to Food and Liquor 2. You know exactly what it is I'm talking about. We can go all day about that, but let's keep it moving.
Yeah, Food and Liquor is awesome album.
Yep.
Also, and I think one of his greatest attributes is his intelligence. He's a really smart guy, and he knows how to dig in there and dig into the crates of the English language and actually blow your mind with some of his lyricism.
Yes, sir.
Third nominee for Lyricist of the Year.
Who's the third one?
My man Rex. Get out of here.
Yo, man. Rex is a lyric. You know what it is, though? Rex is a great lyricist, but Rex's flow is retarded. His flow is ridiculous. In fact, I listened to Unlearn on the way up here. Unlearn is crazy. From a flow standpoint. Now, lyrically, he's off the hook, but flow-wise, is stupidity going on. Absolute stupidity. Big Rex fan.
You know, beautiful track to pick because, I mean, if you listen to Unlearn, I mean, you just learn everything about, I mean, a lot of stuff about Rex because Rex is also a very intelligent MC. And all the time, I mean, it's like, but he's not one of those people who's going to lay it out for you. Right. You know what I'm saying? His cadence is crazy.
You got to be on top of your game to figure it out.
You have to actually know what you are talking about to actually listen to a Rex record and actually see the genius that Rex is. But anyway, let's talk about who we think is the Lyricist of the Year. You want to go first?
Well, actually, I had one other nominee for Lyricist of the Year, and that's my fuck. I didn't tell you.
Okay.
But I was actually adding Sky Zoo.
You know Sky Zoo? Yes.
Sky Zoo
actually,
I mean, Sky Zoo I think definitely deserves lyric of the year. So are we doing separately like we did before?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Go ahead. Go with yours.
Well, my lyricist of the year, the one, the only, my man Rex.
Rex, okay.
Rex, I mean, I just said every reason why I love Rex, but Rex definitely shut it down in 2011 and 2012. I mean, his album, Rex, the acronym for his name, was actually a very, very dope record. Also came out Straight No Chaser from this year, then punched it straight in the face with Revolution later on in the year, and Unlearned is probably the dopest.
It's dope.
But it's the dopest song of 2012.
It is. In fact, maybe I'm just going to say to learn for me is because we're not doing Song of the Year this year, but I'm gonna just go ahead and just say unofficially for me, Unlearn is the dopest song of the year.
Yes, and if you haven't heard it, listen to it. I mean, there's so many people that I've
crazy.
I mean, Rex is that dude. I'll sit down with an MC who maybe didn't hear of Rex or whatever. He'll say, "Oh, this dude's dope," or "That dude's dope." I'm like, "Dude, move over." I just punch in Rex. Listen to this dude, man.
Rex is a beast, but that said, he's not my lyricist of the year.
He's not.
Nah,
you mofo.
Yep.
We might have to fight.
We might have to fight, man.
All right, who's your lyricist of the year?
That's the reason why I brought up Sky Zoo, because he was my lyricist of the year. I thought A Dream Deferred. I thought vivid pictures he paints also when he MCs. It was a concept album, and Dream Deferred is actually based on the Langston Hughes poem, and so it's kind of a concept album, And the Sky Zoo, listen to that album and just listen to the lyrics. It's not even about the music, the music, the beats on the album. And sometimes when you say beats on hip hop albums, sometimes it takes away from the album, or like you got a bunch of beat makers on it. Now this dude has put together to me a very good album musically.
Yeah, from what I remember, that was a number of producers that was on his album, right? And
DJ Khalil, people like that. But I mean, at the end of the day, man, it plays cohesive. Well, we'll get into that part later. But Sky Zoo for me is the lyricist of the year, Dream Deferred.
Yep. Also very good guy. Much respect. Yeah. Now let's go ahead and get to the album of the year, if that's cool.
Album, let's get to it.
Because we have a lot of nominees.
Let's start. That's what we all about. This is the Cipher Crew is all about.
All right, album of the year.
Drum roll, please, sir.
First nominee, Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Bad City.
I think it wasn't bad, but I think it was Mad.
Mad City. I'm sorry. Did I say bad? I meant Mad. I'm sorry. That's my bad. That's my bad.
Hey, we just talked about this recently. Everybody knows where we stand here. The album is incredible. If you check out the comments on a YouTube video we made of the Kendrick Lamar album, you'll see that Kendrick Lamar apparently is a pretty polarizing MC.
Yes.
Apparently. I didn't think as much until I read the comments, but at any rate, very good album. Musically, very just like A Dream Deferred, put together very well. And in fact, those two albums kind of remind me of each other in a way.
Okay.
The same type of vibe, but moving on.
Yes, moving on to our second nominee, Sky Zoo, A Dream Deferred.
We just talked about that, Sky Zoo, Dream Deferred. Musical, but if you want to go, I mean, let's just call, even though I said it was musical, let's just call it beats for what they are. The beats on the album are kind of sick, actually. So, go back to that album, Dream Deferred. Even go back to the Cipher Crew's review of that album. We can give you an extensive review of that album. It's great. I love the album.
All right, moving on. Lupe Fiasco, Food and Liquor Part 2, son.
For Liquor Part 2, man, Lupe Fiasco, I think there was some redemption here.
Oh, definitely, after Lasers. And I mean, obviously, we did, and a lot of other people, let's just say it like it is, we shit on the album. Lasers, that is. But he came back with Food and Liquor this year and actually made us all proud.
Absolutely. Lupe Fiasco did his thing. So, he still got work to do for me. I haven't gotten over that hip hop honors thing.
You see, every time we talk about Lupe.
My fault. I can't get. I gotta stop. Okay, moving on.
He forgot some lyrics, and if anybody doesn't watch our show, usually he forgot the lyrics to a Tribe Called Quest song. And if you know anything about Muff, Tribe Called Quest is his man crush.
Okay.
All right. The whole crew too.
True.
All right, Brother Ali, Morning in America, Dreaming in Color. That was actually,
well, I'm sorry.
No. I mean, it was kind of like a sleeper for me. I mean, it was a great album. Don't get me wrong. I love Brother Ali. You know what I'm saying? The blind white dude. How can you go wrong? He's an MC. But anyway, I thought it was a very strong album. Great beats, great lyrically, and everything.
Well, Jake One, the producer of that album, so one producer throughout the whole album. I think the chemistry was there for them. Very well put together lyrically and musically. So in my opinion, for the Cipher Crew's opinion, it deserved to be on that list.
Okay, moving on to my man. I love this dude, Action Bronson. Rare Chandeliers.
You know what I mean? Okay, we had Lyricist of the Year. We got Producer of the Year. You know, and we also have the obviously the Album of the Year. You know, we didn't do just MC of the Year. In my opinion, if you went for MC of the Year straight up, I would probably give it to Action Bronson.
Really?
Action Bronson is just so my dude, man. I mean, dude, I love the way his flow is a little crazy. And let me tell you specifically what makes him dope.
Tell me what makes him dope.
It's his flow, but it's his cadence too on the dope. And two on the beat. I mean, his cadence is a little crazy. And I think if you look at him, there's nothing about him that says MC to me. Nothing.
Nothing.
Even dude's like a chef, like a 5-star chef, whatever the hell he is, or whatever. I guess he can cook, but this dude is a little sick with it.
Yes,
I mean, you know, lyrically, he's very good. Flow-wise, stupid. His cadence is retarded. So for me, it definitely, and did he put in mad work this year too? So over the last couple of years, but Action Bronson is one of the up and coming stars, MCs in hip hop, man. And the sooner that the powers that be recognize that this dude is really something, the better off hip hop is gonna be. That's my opinion.
Yeah, and plus he sounds a lot like Ghost. I remember the first time I heard him, I came over to your house and you were playing an Action Bronson album, and I said,
I was like, Ghostface.
I was like, wow, that sounds just like Ghost. This is the Ghost new stuff. He's like, no, this is Action Bronson. The more I listened to him, the more I started to love Action Bronson, and he's just. Like you say, he's your dude. He's my dude. I'd love to hang out with Action Bronson. If Action Bronson, you're ever in the tri-state area, come see a brother.
You know, and then real quick before you move on to about Action Bronson, he does sound a lot like Ghost at first. But you listen, the more you listen to him, realize he has his own lane altogether.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know.
Okay, next, my man. You know what that means, my man? Rick Ross. Rick Ross. God forgives. I don't.
Man, listen. You talk about polarizing MCs, man. Rick Ross is completely polarizing. But I'm gonna tell you what. You can hate all you want to Rick Ross. Tell me you don't like his albums and they don't play well from beginning to end. Man, his beats is a little crazy. So as far as an album is concerned, very, 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 very good. Very good album.
Yeah.
Definitely deserve to be on our list, nominated for Album of the Year.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that, on paper it looks like, he wouldn't even be on our radar, but Rick Ross actually puts out good product and you can't deny that.
Rose!
Nah. Okay, next, OC and Apollo Brown. Trophies.
Listen, man. I mean, to me, Trophies one of the absolute most slept-on albums of this year. That's one of the reasons why Apollo Brown was nominated for Producer of the Year, because of this album primarily. That album is something, man. This album will take you back to like a dusty warehouse in like 1996, and you sitting up there with a bunch of cats. It's kind of cold in there, but it's a dude DJing. There's no heat in this place, but because there's a bunch of cats up in that dude, it get warm after a while. And plus, you having that drink in you got that beer, and people just getting it in. You know what I'm saying? That's what Trophies is to me.
That reminds me of a couple clubs I used to go to.
Yes,
back
sir.
in the day.
Icon.
Don't get me started on the Icon. We could do a whole show on the Icon.
I know,
but
that's right.
They used to serve 40s at the bar, son.
Yep. Did they? You would know that too. This is hilarious.
They used to serve 40s at the bar.
Remember Zima?
Yeah.
Zimas.
Anyway, yeah, I like the way you Zima.
Yeah.
Anybody who saw sipping on Zima said, yeah.
I sipped on it.
Yeah, you sipped on it. That's all right though.
I'm also a flaming heterosexual.
That's okay.
Go ahead. Flaming.
That's okay. You can be gay in hip hop. That's fine.
No, flaming heterosexual.
No. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
No, you can't be gay in hip hop.
Yes, you can.
Who gay in hip hop?
Well, Frank Ocean.
I thought he sang.
He does sing, but he's part of that little hip hop crew, whatever.
Whatever.
And you don't think the gay MC ain't gonna come out within like the next couple of years?
Yeah, over Alchemist beat, I'm sure.
Anyway, moving on. Rashid Hadid. I'm sorry. The Search for Pinky Tuscadero.
Hey man, I've been on Rashid Hadid for a minute, and this is also a concept album. He's an MC and beat maker.
Yes.
And Rashid kills it with this joint, man. Big Rashid Hadid fan. Been on him for a minute. Check his work, y'all. I mean, we don't give him enough love here on the Cipher Crew. We be on to other things, but he definitely deserved to be on our list with that album.
Okay, moving on. My man Nas, Life is Good.
Life is very good for Nas because he put out a quality album. And I've been one of the guys in the past that's always criticized Nas for not having the beats to match his emceeing, and I think this time he really. In fact, I listened to that today also. Again, very very good album, well put together musically. And I'm not gonna. It's not a classic, but that's because we don't call something a classic doesn't mean it's not worth listening. It's not very good. It's very good. It is. In fact, I will go as far as to say it's Nas's best work in years.
Okay.
Since still, in fact, I would say Nas Life is Good is the best Nas album since Stillmatic.
Okay. I think I might agree with that.
Okay.
And moving on to our last nominees for Album of the Year. All right, we were talking about them before.
Yeah.
Gangrene,
Ooh,
Vodka and Ayahuasca.
Vodka and Ayahuasca. Again, listen to it one time. Understand what the heck you just listened to. Process it mentally. Back up off of it. Come back to it. And enjoy that son of a gun. Because it's just that good.
Yes,
Very
sir.
dark. It ain't for your parents. It ain't for your girlfriend. Nothing. It's for the cats. And for the open-minded cats. Who want to listen to just dope-ass hip-hop.
Yes.
That's what Gangrene's Vodka and Ayahuasca is. Dope. Incredibly dope.
Yes, sir. Now, out of all those that we mentioned,
All right now.
who do you think had the album of the year?
Ooh-wee.
I got goosebumps. Tell me.
Who's first? You want me to go first or you go first?
You can go first. Or you want me to go first? I can go first. It's up to you. You pick.
You go first.
Okay, I'll go first. Now, I know what you're thinking.
Yeah.
I know what you're thinking. I know even some people who might watch this show all the time. And first, thank you. And you will think that my selection is going to be Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City.
But
I'm going to disappoint you right now.
Uh-oh.
Even though Kendrick Lamar had one of the best albums of the year, it was very solid. I think I gave it the highest ratings of the whole year.
You said a classic. Get back. I'm surprised.
I did not call it a classic.
Okay.
You know, it's like the Kendrick Lamar album has become the fat ugly chick that everybody said that I got with. Honestly, dude, it's like every time. Oh, you call that a classic? No,
Dude,
I said
that's your precious.
I said
You did it precious.
Yeah, I was like, look, it's a great album. But I am not calling it a classic. It just didn't have anything wrong with it. I thought it was a great album.
What's your album?
Okay, the album of the year. We just mentioned it. My boys, Gangrene, Vodka, and Ayahuasca. Now I say this. Now, if I was going to be technical about this, I would probably say Kendrick Lamar did have the best album of the year because it was technically a great album. It didn't have any faults to it. But Vodka and Ayahuasca was deep, dark, rough, rugged, just straight, ugly, in-your-face hip hop. Now, and that had the fundamentals of everything that I love about hip hop. So this is just my opinion. You ask somebody else, they might say either Kendrick Lamar or even Nas. But I'm telling you, Gangrene knocked it out of the park. Vodka and Ayahuasca, I can't say no more about it.
Ooh, off the hook. And my album of the year is, drumroll please, Sky Zoo's Dream Defer. Sky Zoo's Dream Defer. Yes, that's my joint.
Wow.
And at the end of the day, when I come back to it, the production airtight, lyrically is airtight, top to bottom, straight hip hop. There's nothing that you haven't heard before as far as beats or rhymes, but it plays very well. I mean, it's just simply my album of the year. Sky Zoo's Dream Deferred. I love that album, top to bottom.
Well, that's a little bit of a shock for me.
So that's where I'm at. I hope you guys like the show. Where can they reach us one more again?
One more again. It's Kidd and Muff 44@gmail.com. You can also hit us up on Twitter. We at KAKIDDANDMUFF 44 on Twitter. We're also on Cipher Crew for Facebook.
Yep.
So hit us up. Let us know what you think about this. Let us know if we're off of our rockers. Let us know if we're wrong, right? What because y'all was eating me up on the comments and an email. Some people loved me and some people hated me all year. That's okay.
It's okay.
As long as y'all love hip hop.
A lot of y'all love hip hop.
But a lot of people said some really nice stuff about you, Muff. You're how intelligent you are and how well you speak.
No, whatever.
About hip hop. It's been a great year, y'all. Thank y'all once again for joining us.
Y'all. Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas, all that good stuff. Kwanzaa,
all that good stuff.
Happy holidays and whatever y'all atheists. I guess they celebrate Christmas.
No, they don't.
Well, every atheist you see a Christmas tree in the house. Well, they
It's
celebrate
our worship.
Christmas. They don't celebrate Christ Mass. How about that?
They worship trees.
They don't worship trees.
Yeah,
man.
they worship Douglas firs. That's what they do.
Douglas
Atheists. Anyway, hey, listen. Happy holidays, happy New Year to everyone.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to the new year, and I hope you guys, whatever you guys decide is going to be your New Year's resolution. Hopefully, it comes true for you guys. We appreciate all the love that you give us, even the bad stuff. We more than appreciate that.
And thanks to everybody who works at clbTV, Curtis Black, the Mighty Oba, Chris Stevenson. Thank you guys for being friends and being great allies and doing this whole thing with us. And other than that. I'm done, son.
I'm
for
done,
2012.
man. Do it for 2012, y'all. Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! Why? Because the Cipher said so, son.
Yeah.
Peace.
And you don't stop. My man Trey, and you don't stop. Johnny Boombats, and you don't stop. My man Muff, and you don't stop. My nigga Woo, and you don't stop. Little Brooklyn, and you don't stop. Grand Jury, and you don't stop. Jay White, and you don't stop. Cipher Music, and you don't stop. Check it, we rise from the grave with the eyes of a slave. We strive to survive, rocking the mic live, no surprise that we paid. We created a trade that became a craze, or was it vice versa? Gave birth to a verse and baptized it in cursive. If you thirst for the real, then travel no further. We murdered the fraudulent motherfuckers and went out to get burgers. We hip-hop carnivores, living by the